Hey everyone, welcome back to Neverfate versus Final Fantasy, and it was the rhyming one again. I try not to do that. Anyway, last episode, after you probably struggled to listen to some of my bad acting, Squall and Renoa made a promise that Squall would basically always defend her as and would be her knight if she became a sorceress. Then we're like, hey, we gotta go to Ethzar. They want to cooperate. So we went to Ethzar. We showed up. We found out that Laguna was the president. Shock. Oh, there were some pretty good hints that this was the case. If they didn't flat out show him on the space station. I think there was just more implications. Anyway, Laguna explained his past, how he came to Windhill, how he left, how he came from Windhill looking for Alone, and ended up president, and now he's got a plan to defeat Ultimecia. And we're in a questioning thing. I think the only thing we haven't asked him that was other than the thing that'll move the storyline, is where's Alone? What the heck? What the heck has he done with his life, don't you wonder? Well, when Alone was about 2, there was a massive hunt for girls in Ethzar. Ethzar soldiers, came to Windhill and Elle's parents resisted. Then they were killed on the spot. The massive hunt was to find the successor to Ethzar's ruler, Sorceress Adele. Alone was raised by Rain, who lived next door, and I came to know her. Then there was other massive hunt for Sorceress in Ethzar again. Elle was taken away, even though I was there. It's the most painful episode of my life. So I rescued her and sent her off to Windhill. Shortly after that, Rain died. And Alone was sent straight to an orphanage. Why didn't you go back to Windhill with her? I wanted to, but I had my reasons. I found out about this afterward, but the reason why Alone had to leave the orphanage was because of her special power. Dakudin wanted to do research on Alone's special power. He looked for her everywhere. The owners of the orphanage were Sid Kramer and his wife, Edea. You know them better than I do. The Kramers took Elle out of the orphanage to protect her. They prepared a big ship to accommodate her. Gracious of them, huh? Yeah, where'd they get that money, huh? After a while, the ship turned into another orphanage, and Elle looked after all the kids. She said her life on the ship was a happy one, but who knows? I don't know how she could have been happy on a ship. She was on the ship for over 10 years. The ship was attacked by Galbadia recently. Ethzar's ship rescued them, and she finally met up with me. It was pure luck that we found her. I was out in space at the time. Alone followed me out to space. Little Elle was all grown up. Then she told me everything. Did she get back safely from space? Our escape pod rescue team was a little late. Alone was taken into custody by Galbadia. She's inside Lunatic Pandora. See, I can't even get it right. We're gonna rescue her. Help us out, okay? Phew. Yeah, alright, that was a pretty heavy thing to drop. Thankfully I asked. Jeez. Straight to the heart of the matter. No, I literally did everything else first. I'll probably lose seed ranks, but who cares, right? You guys want to know. I want to know. It's good things to know. But they haven't told you everything yet. Anyway, just like a workaholic seed. Is it my turn? Yeah, make it short and easy to understand. I will talk however I want. Sorceress Edea told me everything. Sorceress Ultimecia comes from the future to possess sorceresses of present day. Meaning she leaves her body in the future and sends her consciousness here. Does that sound familiar to you? It's like when Alone sent her consciousness back to the past. You're a smart one. My first guess was that someone in the future with an ability like Alone was sending the sorceress back to our time. But no, that is not the answer. So how does the sorceress come back to this time? You want to hear how? Yes, I do. I kept this secret to surprise you. It is because of me, Odin! I researched Elon's power long ago. I made out a pattern from the electrical currents running through Elon's brain. Once the pattern was determined, it was easy to mechanize. I may only be a toy right now, but in the time of Ultimecia, it is an impressive working machine. Which means there is a machine which imitates Elon's powers. It is I who made the first model of that machine. I named the machine Junction Machine Elone. Alright, that's arguably a terrible name. It is a wonderful thing to know that my invention is used in the future. Junction Machine Alone? That's about it. So Sorceress Ultimecia came to know about Alone from that machine, and L's become Ultimecia's target. Man, I really can't decide which voice to do between Squall and Laguna, which, yeah, I'll have to explain that too. You can't blame Odin, it's useless. Yeah, he seems very unethical. You want to go outside? You want two fisticuffs? I would wreck you in your frilly neckwear. Okay, we continue the story. Let's see. There is only one way to defeat Ultimecia. You must kill her in the future. There is nothing we can do unless we want to go to the future. There is no way to jump to the future under normal circumstances. But there is still a way. It is because Sorceress Ultimecia plans to compress time. Compressing time with magic. What good will that do for the sorceress to compress time? There may be many reasons, but it doesn't matter. Let's just figure out what Ultimecia is up to. In order for Ultimecia to exist in this time, she must take over the body of a sorceress from the present. But the machine must have a limit. Ultimecia probably needs to go back further in time to achieve time compression. Only Alone can take her back further into the past. That is why she is desperately seeking her. We must take advantage of Alone's power. There are two sorceresses in our time, Sorceress Noah and Sorceress Adele. One of the two, Adele, has not awakened yet. Once regeneration is complete, neither Laguna or I will be safe. Sorceress Adele is probably in the process of awakening inside Lieutenant Pandora. Lieutenant? I don't know where I went with that one. Ultimecia will want to possess Adele if Adele wakes up. That will be a horrible event. Adele is a horrible sorceress. And Adele's consciousness wins over Ultimecia. Adele will first destroy this era. So we must use Sorceress Noah to inherit Ultimecia's power. Man, this would have been... This was hard to understand the first time I do it, and it would have been better if any of this were voice acted. Anyway, same old complaint, continue. So that's all for the mission briefing. First, go to Lunatic Pandora. Alone's probably being held captive inside, so rescue her first. Then kill the sorceress before the awakening process is completed. Now we're left with Noah as the only sorceress of this era. Then wait for Ultimecia to possess Renoa. Wow, really, just the most dangerous plan. We're going with that one, huh? When Ultimecia arrives, it's Alone's turn. Alone will send Renoa back into the past with Ultimecia. Alone will have to send Renoa and Ultimecia inside another sorceress she knows in the past. Oh my god, we are doing possession, time travel, leapfrog. Just so you guys know, one sorceress has to come back in time to possess another one, though another girl with mutant powers could send them both back to meet another sorceress and possess her in the past. And every time they leapfrog, they get stronger and can manipulate time? Question mark? Edea or Adele, that's up to Alone. So, okay, so we have to kill Alone. We have to... Oh my god. Okay. Crazy. Once Ultimecia is in the past, she'll use the time compression magic. We will see some influence here. I don't know what kind of influence, but Alone feels it. She'll cut Renoa and Ultimecia off from the past. Renoa will come back to this world. Ultimecia also goes back to her own world. What would be left of this time compression world? Past, present, future would get mixed together. You will keep moving through the time compression towards the future. Once you're out of the time compression, that will be Ultimecia's world. Okay! It's all up to you after that. So, that's all insane, but there is a methodology to it, behind it, that makes a modicum of sense. Can I please talk to Laguna now? So, you're briefed about the mission? I don't really understand it either. Will you do it? I have questions? Oh my god, it's the same ones. Okay. I don't understand the mission completely either, but it seems like the only option. 1. Rescue Alone. 2. Stop Sorceress Adele's awakening. 3. Wait for Ultimecia to possess Renoa. 4. Alone sends Renoa and Ultimecia to the past. 5. Time compression begins. 6. Get Renoa back to this world. Holy crap. Oh my god! 7. Go towards the future in compressed time. 8. Defeat Ultimecia. 9. Victory is ours. That's it! So, it is a comprehensive 9-part plan that in no way could backfire because it involves super powerful magics and time travel. So you're briefed about the mission. I don't really understand it either. Okay, we get that. Will you do it? Yes. Alright. We've caught back up. Alrighty then. Let's go! We'll get aboard the Ragnarok! Let's do the final briefing in there. I always wanted to ride that thing, plus the name sounds so cool. Oh boy. Could you just teleport us right to the Ragnarok? Because I don't feel like walking. I hear the engines. Alright. Everyone. From here, we go straight to our final target, Ultimecia. Let's go over the plan again, really? My voice is dying from talking as Odin for 10 minutes straight. First, enter Lunatic Pandora and rescue Alone. Next, you fight Sorceress Adele. I like how it's color-coding it now, too. It'll be a surprise attack. Show no mercy. Now, here comes the tricky part. Adele will need to pass her powers before being defeated. Or no, will you be willing to accept them? Yes. Good. Next, we wait, in highlighted blue letters, for Sorceress Ultimecia to possess Renoa. That'll be hard on you, Renoa, but will you do it? Yes. That's the spirit. Then Alone sends Renoa to the and Ultimecia to the past. Alone brings back Renoa. Then head to the future through time compression. It's that simple. Everyone knows how to time travel once reality starts to crumble in on itself. Anyway, I digress. Just a slight little issue I've always had. Laguna says, Ultimecia lives far in the future where none of us can technically exist. There's only one way to make yourself exist in a world like that. As friends, don't forget one another. As friends, believe in one another. Really, Laguna? Really? You're just gonna Kingdom Hearts us on this one? Believe in your friend's existence, and they'll also believe in yours. Have you scientifically verified any of that? I don't think so. Anyway, to be friends, to like one another, and to love one another. You can't do these things alone. You need somebody. Wow, you're just really hammering home the point of Squall's character arc and the themes of this game here, aren't you, Laguna? It's okay, I love you. You're my goofy Forrest Gump boy. Right, guys? What place reminds you of your friends? Imagine being in that place with all your friends. Once time compression begins, think of that place and try to get there, that's all. That place will welcome you. You'll be able to get there and no matter what period you're in. You need love and friendship for this mission, and the courage to believe it. It's all about love, friendship, and courage. Really, Laguna? You're a broken record now, bud. As you can see, I fall in between Squall and Laguna's personalities. I'm counting on you guys. Oh, we finally get the little music intro, which you don't really get anytime you get back in the ship. Love and friendship and all that sounds corny, but everyone seems to be up for it. You think it'll succeed? We'll try. Oh, with his anxiety leg cramps again. Yeah, alright guys, it's just like episode 40 or 50 something. I love this game series. You're gonna have to deal with it. However, I wanna go do a little bit of something for y'all to see. Alright. Can we go down? Is Cypher in there? Is he there of his own will? Then I guess we have no choice. That's right. Cypher is the one that retrieved the lunatic Pandora from the ocean. They never really go into how, but he is the one that found it and brought it back. Ward says nothing. Kiro says, Ward says, good thing you don't look like your father. And that's it, guys. That's it. That's all we get. Accidentally ran out of the room. I didn't mean to do that. You get a lot of load screens this episode. Sorry. Let's talk to Kiros. You look very much like your mother. You look very much like your mother. Alright, so that's the other hint we get. And then there's this guy. Oh, forgot. It's rated T. I can't curse. Let's talk when it's all done. I have a lot to tell you. Well, if you don't want to hear it, I'll understand. So, in case you hadn't put all of this together, it's implying that Laguna's time in Windhill with Rain maybe created a child. And that child is Squall, and that's why he was at the orphanage with Alone, and why he referred to her as his big sister. I honestly did not catch this my first playthrough at all. It probably wasn't until like my second or third playthrough at least, and I've played through this game a lot. Probably dozens of times. And I was like flabbergasted, and this is before I was really big, like, you know, before you go on all the internet forums and stuff like that, where I was really just enjoying these games of my own accord, all the Final Fantasy games, just finding all the things on my own and stuff. And I think like the third time I played this game, or fourth or fifth or whatever, like however, like a year or two later, I was like, I've been playing this game for like 2 years now, and he's been his father this whole time, and the game never really goes into it. Selfie? Could we? Oh, I gotta talk to Irvine. Yeah, let's get going. The game never really goes into it. You never really get that conversation between them. But with all of the things they implied, and with that brief conversation with those three good boys right there, three of the best boys, really. You kind of, yeah, it's never stated, but we all know. We all know, and I love it. I love it. It makes this game so much better that they are such wildly different characters, and they're related. And yeah, sure, it does make Laguna kind of a crappy, deadbeatish dad, but at the same time, you do fully believe that he is a good person. Alright guys, so here's how it's gonna roll. I'm probably gonna do a few more things off screen. Because this will be the end of Disc 3 once I go to the big crystal pillar that's there. There it is! Just floating there in the sky. That'll initiate the end of Disc 3. And at the end of Disc 3, we go to Disc 4, and when you get to Disc 4, a lot of areas are cut off. And I can't do just certain side quests to get, like, certain special items, or it'll be a little more difficult to make everyone's... If I do make everyone's final weapons, it will just be more difficult to do on Disc 4 than it would be to do on Disc 3. So we will come back. Maybe I'll have some shiny new swords and gauntlets and stuff. And guys, really, thank you so much for watching. I love this game. I know the plan is crazy. We have to manipulate time and reality itself and go into the future to fight this sorceress, but I love it. And I will see you guys next time. So thank you for watching. Bye.